Hi there, and thank you so much for taking the time to actually watch this video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I do videos on multi-level marketing, working from home. Also do videos about personal development, and I also do videos about my mental health because I suffer actually from OCD. Yeah. Now this video is about recruiting. It's about how to help you actually find more people, or to actually initially find people that might be willing to actually have a look at your business. Yeah. Now I'm going to cover some of the key things that I do daily, to actually get people to actually put their eyes upon my opportunity. If you're interested in knowing what I do, I will leave a link below to the business that I'm actually involved with, in case you're obviously looking for something as well. But this, yeah, back to what this is about. This is about actually, how are you going to get people to actually look at what you're doing? Now, I've watched a lot of videos on this, and I've been doing networking for quite some time, and I think I know actually what works. I actually know good ways to actually bring people, or to initially get them to look at what you're doing. Yeah. Now, I gave up chasing friends and family a long while ago. I discovered that for me, that wasn't the way I wanted to go. I kind of wanted to do it, obviously get people who I didn't know to actually just look at what it is I'm doing. Now, the business that I've got, the business that I'm involved with, it has its own lead capture page. So I want to cover that first of all before you even start advertising or actually getting people to try and look at what you're doing. The first thing you need to do before you do anything else is to have some sort of system in place where when they look at what you're doing, they first of all have to enter their name and their email to even view your opportunity. Now, this is so important. This was a mistake I made when I first started many moons ago. I used to drive people to my company's recruitment page, and they would see the opportunity, and then they might change their mind. And then what would often happen is they could perhaps later go back and search for the company and not join through me. So that is a mistake right off the bat that you never want to make. If you're new to a business or you're just getting started in a business, yeah, don't make the mistake that I made early on, and make sure that you're capturing people's details. Yeah, like I say, with the business that I'm involved with, they go to my link, and they can actually view very briefly what it's about, and then to find out more, to find out all about it, they have to enter their name and their email. Yeah, it doesn't cost them anything, but they enter their name and email, and then what actually happens is it takes them through a promotion. Yeah, because if you're driving traffic once you start getting going and people start looking at what you're doing, you don't want to have to keep explaining what it is you do. Yeah, like I say at the start of this video, I gave you an invitation to look at what I do. Yeah, you basically enter a name and an email, and then you can see what the business is about. Now, that's the first thing you need to do, right? So before you go getting cards printed, before you do anything else, make sure that you have some sort of lead capture system in place, so that when somebody looks at one of your cards, or they see a sign, or it might be that you're running ads, that they're going to a site that is going to capture their name and their email. Yeah, that is the first thing you want to do. All right. Now, back to what this is about. What I do, I use so many different ways of actually driving traffic to my lead capture page. Yeah, and this video is gonna be about how I actually do it. I use, and I've spoke about it in other videos, I use drop cards. I have cards printed, which basically invites people to look at my business. It doesn't tell them what the business is about, because and the reason for that is you don't want people prejudging what you do. It would be easy to look at it and think, oh no, I can't do that. But what you really want them to do is to just look, are they open to the idea of earning more money? That's the initial idea of what you want to do. Yeah. So if you use the sort of cards that I use, which are what I call blind cards, they don't actually advertise the opportunity. They actually just invite people to watch a video, right? I think that's the best way, because a lot of people, when they actually enter their name and their email and they actually view the opportunity, they can then see the full potential of what it is my company do, or the company that perhaps you're already in does. You want them to not, you want them to obviously look at it with an open mind, yeah? Because a lot of people will look at things and they'll prejudge it and they'll say that's not for me, and obviously you've then lost that contact, yeah? You don't want to do that. So what I do, like I say, my cards, I've spoken about it in other videos. It advertises my domain name, which is www.dumpyourboss.co.uk. That takes them to my lead capture page. Yeah. So all I do now, and it's not difficult, is promote my business using that page. Yeah. So I haven't got to have the worry or the time to actually keep explaining it, draining myself, going over and over and over what it's about, yeah? So first thing, get some cards done with a invitation to find out, are they open to earn more money? And then what I do is, I part of my day is putting about cards, talking to people, asking people, do you know anyone that might be interested in earning some extra money? If they say yes, you just give them a leaflet. Again, don't be standing there draining yourself, telling them all about it, a compensation plan. If they're the right person, they will look at that link. And then if they do enter their name and their email, my business, it kind of recruits them for you, because people see what it's about. They see that it's obviously networking, that they can earn money, that they can build a business, a big residual income if they choose to, and then that's what you do. So I use leaflets, cards. I've got a sign on my van, inviting people to look at what I do. I use shop window ads. Yeah, anywhere I think I can actually promote. I do it. I mean, it sounds stupid, but years ago I used to travel up and down to London every day, and if there was a free paper on the train, I'd write on the paper, are you looking to earn more money? Want to work from home? Check out www.dumpyourboss.co.uk, and I'd leave that paper on the train. How many people might pick that paper up and read that paper and then put that paper back down? Yeah, it's all about letting people know what you do. Yeah, it's network marketing. It's talking to people, advertising your business, letting people know what it is you actually do. But in the old days, you had to invite people to meetings. You had to, drive yourself crazy talking to people and spilling out all what you do. You've not got to do that now. You've got my business, there's a procedure that you follow. And if you follow that procedure and you get enough people looking at your business, you should do well in whatever network you're in. If you're in a good network, your income is dependent upon the amount of people that see your business. Yeah, you're being paid to show people a way to earn more money. Yeah, some people who I talk to, they say, oh, that's not for me, and they kind of say, oh, it's network, it ain't there. That's not the sort of thing I'm interested in. Or they say, oh, I'm not in sales and I wouldn't be able to do that. I say to them, you've not got to be in sales. In fact, if you're in sales, you might even be the wrong person, because you might be too pushy. You might be better if you're just somebody who can communicate well and who can say to someone, I don't know if you're interested in earning a bit more money, but if you are, check out this card, yeah? Or it might be your company has a DVD. It might be that they have, different ways of sharing what you do, a leaflet or a brochure, yeah? But what you need to be careful of, and again, I was guilty of this many moons ago, is sometimes if you use company literature, obviously it's got the name of the company on board, obviously on the literature. So you're always better, I think, when you're different, if you're talking to somebody who you know. If you've got a friend at work who's mentioned that they might be interested in looking at another way of earning money, then yes, you could send them some information that tells them about the company, tells them about the compensation plan, and then you could say to them, can I ring you in a couple of days' time and we can talk more about it? Make sure they've got your name and your number. That should be on the literature that you're giving them, and then you can do it that way. But I'd be careful using that. Don't be letting, when you're recruiting kind of cold with people that you don't know, you want them to be contacting you first and going through your lead capture system. You don't want them to look to see how he does this, and then they then go and search on YouTube or on Facebook, or they might even go on the company's main website, and then they request more information, and then all of a sudden that person that you theoretically have recruited or shown, kind of brought them into the business, they go and join through someone else. So you don't want that, yeah? You want to, you need to be clued up. You need to obviously follow a proven way. People say about, all these things online, following a blueprint, but that's really what it is. It's just a plan. It's just a method. Yeah, someone the other day, I do recruiting on LinkedIn. I've done videos about how I recruit people on LinkedIn and about what I say. Yeah, I say to them, like, can I ask, the reason, just very briefly, I done one the other day where I basically said, so I message people and I say to them, can I ask, I see you're in sales, I see you're in recruitment, etc. Can I ask you, would you be open to looking at what I do and earning more money if it didn't affect your current role? But I don't tell them what it is. And I don't not tell them what it is because I'm not proud of what I do. I'm not telling them what it is because I want to, if they're interested, again, I want to send them a link and make them go through my marketing funnel. Yeah? Yeah, it's all about funnels. All these businesses, all these big networks, good networks, some of these like affiliate marketing, whatever it is you're doing, you're driving people, you're sending people through a funnel. They're going through a funnel and the diamonds are dropping out the bottom, yeah? They're kind of using systems, and if you're in a network now, especially this day and age, whatever network you're in, there should be a system in place for you to collect people's details, yeah? And if you're not in that network, you need to find a way of doing it, because you need to be able to follow up with these people. Just kind of explaining how that works. I mean, it ain't rocket science, but the other day someone mentioned to me, going off topic, and this is not what I'm involved in, but the other day someone told me about an idea where I could save money on my fuel. And I kind of, first of all, I was sceptical about it, and then I found out about it, and basically I can now, with just something that I signed up for, I can get my diesel cheaper for my van. But when I looked at how I have to go on there and pay for it, kind of like they take the money out of my account a week after I've entered my PIN and purchased the diesel. When I looked on the portal to see all obviously, you know, to make sure that everything's going out at the right amount, etc., I immediately noticed that there's loads of other things that I can save money on. They've got deals on like um, gas, electric, and all different things. And if you think about it, yes, they're saving me money on my diesel, which is great, which is good for me. But they're also going to use that funnel that I've entered into to then get me to perhaps look at other ways of saving money, which make them money. And this is what we're doing. I mean, that's not what my business is about. My business is about something completely separate. And like I say, I'll leave a link below. If you're interested, you can enter your name and email and just take a short tour of what I do. Yeah, and it basically explains it all. But what I'm getting at is all these things, all these different marketing, these different companies, they're all using the same sort of tactics. They're getting you to enter your details because they want you to look at what they're doing because obviously they believe it to be good. But then if a person like, say like for example you, if you look at my business and you think, oh, do you know what, that ain't for me. Or you might, for whatever reason, think, do you know what, I can't do that. The company that I'm with, they will then send you another email just to remind you or perhaps show you, you know, how other normal people are making money with it and how you could too if you put in place the ideas and strategies that we're talking about, yeah? But what I'm getting at is you need to have these systems in place. You need to have a way of basically following up people. The company that I'm with now, it does it for me. So if I can get people, you know, if I can go out daily, my daily activity, and I'm bringing people into my marketing funnel, some of them are looking at it, some of them are renting their details, some of them are not. Hey, obviously it's up to them. You're not in control of that. You basically then, the system kind of takes over for you. It's basically an autoresponder. It ain't rocket science. There's a computer somewhere that sends out another email. You've not responded to this one. Oh, perhaps you'll look at this one. And that's what happens. That's what happens. And myself in the company that I'm in, that was actually what I done. I kind of looked at a guy. He had a video that my sponsor is the main. I think he's the biggest earner in the company that I'm in. He's doing phenomenally well. He's been in it for 6 years though. So obviously he's built up a big but he's doing it every day. And what happened was, obviously, I kept getting emails. And it was from Peter, my upline. And I kept looking at it, thinking, oh, I'm going to have another look at that. And in the end, I thought, you know what? I think I can do this. And I've done it. Yeah? So it's all about systems. It's all about having a system in place that's going to remarket your opportunity. Yeah? If you take away one thing from this video, let it be that when you turn your computer off, that you set up a funnel that basically when people come into your business or when people want to find out about what you're doing, before they find out what you're doing and know all your secrets, what you're involved in, they enter their name and number. Sorry, not their name and number, their name and their email. And then you've got a system then that can actually do the marketing for you. Yeah, so I hope this helps. Yeah, my next video is going to be about my daily activity. I'm going to start doing. I've got a bit more time on it. I've got a bit more time at the minute, and I'm going to start doing videos about my daily activity because I've got a main job like a lot of people, and obviously I've got to earn money. And what I'm doing now is like a side business, and I fit it in around my day. Yeah, it's all about building that residual income, building that network of people, building that business to obviously enable you to then, like for me anyway, to try and step more away from my main job because I'm getting older and I'm not struggling with it, but I'm finding it more difficult to do. Yeah, obviously as I'm getting older, I'm looking at other ways and I do networking, I do team building. I try and build big teams of people bringing them into my business. I help them, anyone that joins my team. Yeah. Even if you're not in my team, I still say to people, I try and help people. I believe that if you help people, if you try and do things for other people, I believe that it comes back. I honestly do believe that it comes back to you. Yeah, never worry about helping someone. Or you never know when that person might help you. Yeah. So yeah, if I hope this helps you. Yeah, like I say, I hope you've got something from the video. Please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. Please like, give me a thumbs up. And if you know anybody who needs more money, get them to watch this video. And I've got other videos as well that I've done on lead generation, how I actually earn money from creating leads for home improvement companies. It's been one of my main sources of income for the last 30 years. It does work, yeah. I've earned a lot of money from it. And anyone can do what I do if they're hungry enough and need the money and have the desire to do it. I hope this helps you. Like I say, please like, please subscribe. And I really hope that you've got something out of this. And hopefully it's given you some inspiration as well. Thanks for your time. And like I say, if you want to know about what I do, check out the link, take the free tour. It explains fully what I do. Thank you.